Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in 2007, the government received the recommendations of the Crime Reduction and Safe Communities Task Force that I had the privilege of chairing. At the press conference, the Premier said that he would implement all of the recommendations that were released in this report. Sadly, Mr. Speaker, that isn't happening. My question is to the Minister of Service Alberta. Why has your department not changed FOIP legislation so that law enforcement communities, school and health agencies could share information without the risk of being sued?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With respect to FOIP legislation in that particular matter, that is something I'm prepared to check into and get back to the Honourable Member on that.
The Honourable Member.
The Safe Communities report also recommended that a tracking system be established and reported on key indicators such as delay in court proceedings, the number and percentage of cases where bail is provided, the number of bail violations, and the percentage of cases in which the maximum penalty is provided. Why has the Justice Minister not produced legislation on requiring annual reports on this?
Good question.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we run a court system quite effectively. We've introduced in the last 2 years, as a result of the report, some very significant initiatives and projects, such as the Court Case Management Project. We don't need legislation, Mr. Speaker. We do it as a matter of course.
The Honourable Member.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I asked the Minister to read the report again. It was accepted by the Premier. The issue of crime prevention is an important one, but the best crime prevention strategy is to stop crime before it takes place. To help prevent families from being overwhelmed and at risk, the task force recommended that a family source be established within the provincial government to provide information, resources, and community connections. When will the Justice Minister identify that central resource, and when will it be in place, as the Premier has promised Albertans?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as the member has mentioned, there were 31 recommendations in that report. We've taken that very seriously. Mr. Speaker, as a government, we've committed $500 million to do more than implement 31 recommendations, Mr. Speaker, to change the way the government works and to make sure that we honour that report. We take it very seriously.